Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. First things first, there's a dad playing with his kid outside, which is really cute because I keep hearing positive reinforcement for whatever they're doing, but I'm sorry if you hear them, and it will add a creepy element considering what I am going to be talking about today. I am going to be honest, I am entirely pissed off. I'm over it. This is probably not going to be a regular video because I'm so fucking over it, and this is not even one of those videos where there's this big narrative. It's like there's one problem that we keep running into and no one's doing jack shit. So in the past, I've made videos discussing Instagram accounts that to me seem inappropriate in regards to children. So it will be children wearing skimpy clothing, children posing in provocative poses, and in poses that you know the perverts, the pedophiles will eat up. And in fact, we've also seen that in the comment sections of those accounts, the comments are absolutely disgusting. There's an account that's called MAP Police, so Minor Attracted Person Police, where they monitor and report these accounts. Ironically, as much as they've reported the accounts have not been removed, even though they're entirely inappropriate. But now Instagram has removed MAP Police, so the account that's making sure that these creepy pedophile-centric accounts are deleted got deleted. Don't lose the irony there. I think I'm getting increasingly annoyed because not only are there so many of these accounts, I will list all of them down below. I strongly suggest you go and report all of them because frankly, the pictures aren't explicit, but also there's no reason for an account to be posting solely pictures of boys in swim shorts spreading their legs or doing something that you know pedophiles are looking at. There are so many, and that is what is, I suppose, what's jarring me, because it's not like there's a narrative of one account that I can tell you, hey, this is when it started, this is what happened. No, because there's so many, and Instagram isn't doing anything, like jack shit. And as much as I think that I don't expect a platform to be able to monitor every single account, it's also like women post pictures with a nipple out and you take that down in like a minute. So I'm just wondering what the priorities are here. Do we really think seeing a woman's nipple is equivalent to all these pages that cater to pedophiles and that probably trade child pornography as well? I feel nauseated just talking about this. So I'm gonna show you a couple example pictures. None of these are explicit, of course, but I'm just trying to show you that there are accounts that have pictures that, if it were the mother posting a picture of her kid being silly in a pool, yeah, that's not creepy. But when you have an account that's explicitly posting topless young boys, all different ones, like not even just like a family account, just like a random account that just has pictures of young kids. And I've seen this also with young girls, where the young girls will be gymnasts, but the account isn't run by the parent. It's run again by a faceless person who's just posting a bunch of young girls doing the split or something, things that you and I look at and we're like, she's a gymnast, whatever. Whereas we know full well these other people are not looking at it with the kind of pure lens that most people look at children with. So like I said, I will be listing all of them down below. I'm going to report all of them myself as well. I just want Instagram to pay attention. This is what their grid looks like. Why the fuck? Like, why? Why does this not seem like something Instagram should be looking at? Also, a lot of these have very random handles in the sense of it's not just like young boys 1, 2, 3. It's like weird words that most of are foreign. So like I said, some of these are not overt, but with a lot of situations that involve pedophiles or child pornography, it's almost like you basically know it when you see it. It's all centered on the intention and the framing. If a family posts a picture with their kid and their kid's in a swimsuit, who gives a shit? But if there's a page dedicated to just posting kids in their swimsuits, you start to wonder, well, why the fuck is that? And just to show you on my phone, this is not even the full list. Like I can scroll down and there are others. So it's not a tiny problem of one page. We saw it with Karen Lopez, who got my video removed. That in and of itself exemplifies the problem. Karen Lopez was a young girl who apparently now also has an OnlyFans, who was posting pictures that I deemed extremely inappropriate for someone her age, and I was concerned. And what happened is that I got censored, but the page is still alive and well. So I'm kind of wondering, are you mad that people are blowing the whistle? Like, what is going on these fucking platforms? Also, if we look at Instagram's community guidelines. It says, "We know that there are times when people might want to share nude images that are artistic or creative in nature, but for a variety of reasons, we don't allow nudity on Instagram." Interesting. This includes photos, videos, and some digitally created content that show sexual intercourse, genitals, and close-up of fully nude buttocks. It also includes some photos of female nipples, but photos of post-mastectomy, scarring, and women actively breastfeeding are allowed. Nudity in photos or paintings and sculptures are okay too. People like to share photos or videos of their children. For safety reasons, there are times when we may remove images that show nude or partially nude children. Even when this content is shared for good intentions, it could be used by others in unanticipated ways. Here you have it. Literally, Instagram is saying that most of the pages that I have listed there are completely past the guidelines. They're so over the line. And in fact, it's actually concerning to me because these are, in a way, directories for pedophiles to, first of all, find pictures to do God knows what with. But second of all, if someone's running a page like that, my assumption is you're a pedophile, because why else would you put together a page that's just young girls in swimsuits or young girls in weird positions? Why would you do that? Which then makes me think, who the fuck are you in contact with, and are you creating a community in and of itself? And this refers back to a map video I even did last week at this point, or the week prior. I'm getting more and more concerned because I keep seeing certain people censored for silly reasons, like a grown woman showing a nipple or something like that, which is not at the same level as these pictures that cater to pedophiles, but I'm not seeing anything being done. I see people with pictures removed for actually no reason, so I'm just wondering why Instagram is focusing on these other people. So actually, there's a phrase that is, I know it when I see it. The phrase was used in 1964 by the United States Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart to describe his threshold test for obscenity in Jacobellis versus Ohio, and explaining why the material at issue in the case was not obscene under the Roth test and therefore was protected speech that could be censored. Stewart wrote, "I shall not today further attempt to define the kinds of material I understand to be embraced within that shorthand description, hardcore pornography, and perhaps I could never succeed in intelligibly doing so, but I know it when I see it. And the motion picture involved in the case is not that." So what I'm trying to say is certain things, you just know them when you see them and you don't need a very specific definition, because of course, if a page was entirely transparent about saying this is a page for pedophiles, yeah, it would probably get mass reported quickly and deleted. But if you do it in a way where it's not outright, so maybe you won't get deleted because there's a benefit of the doubt, that's why I think these pages are still there and why they're so dangerous. I'm sorry if I sound abrasive and aggressive, but this is a very big problem. And considering that Instagram is a massive platform, I don't want it to turn into a place where certain people, i.e. pedophiles, have communities. We don't want that. I'll leave all of the links to these creepy ass pages down below. Strongly support mass reporting. Hopefully we'll get them removed. Hopefully we'll get Instagram to take their heads out of their asses and actually do something useful. If you found suspicious accounts that you think should be reported, feel free to leave them down below so we can all just collectively report all of this, because it's entirely inappropriate. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you